Good morning. Oh, I'm so disappointed. My coffee maker died today. Oh, I've been trying to make it work. Oh man, it just doesn't work. It's weird. Anyways, too bad, so sad. For a guy used to 10 espresso pods a day, it's sad. It's a disaster. Anyways, good morning. How are you doing? Huh? How you doing, huh? You guys ready to go? Coolio. Well, let me find the software so I can manage the stream properly. There we are. So, guten Morgen. Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 21,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overriding goal of planning our trades in advance because trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, well, it's not necessarily indicative of future results, but please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, never risk money you cannot afford to lose. My name is Wayne. Good to see you. I'm not wearing a watch today. I don't even know if this one's working. You want B&R? You know B&R? Anyways, cool. I feel nay. Anyways, so, yeah, what do you want to do? Some technicals, some fundamentals. Great. Well, you know, our calendar is full today, but it's all backloaded to the end of the day. The end of the trading day is when most of the vol is going to be. So really, probably hold steady, hold tight this morning. So maybe this will be a quickie. Huh? Yeah, maybe so. So maybe we'll just burn through gold, oil, Bitcoin, dollar, yen, stock market. What do you think? Smell like a plan? Okay, we'll get on with it. Let's bring up our value proposition, our value ladder. Okay, so we'll go through it. Starting here, everybody needs a broker. Now you can choose one that laughs at you when you lose money, and they call you an idiot, and they just roll up the cigars. That guy lost money. That's called B-booking, by the way. It's a standard operating procedure for the industry. The brokers trade against you. Well, if you want to avoid that, you need straight-through processing through an ECN. And of all the ECNs in the world, and there are not many, I recommend Trader's Way. Everybody needs a broker. That's the first step in the value proposition. Then you need education. I happen to offer the world's greatest education. It's $88 a year. Okay? And trust me, it's worth $1,000. Get some education. Then, as you progress, you want to have great tools for your trading business. In particular, you want to automate the grunt work of fundamental analysis so you know what's going on in the world. Pretty simple, but it's very complex. But you wake up in the morning and you have a watch list for bullish things and bearish things with the logic rationale behind it, all based fundamentally. Cool. And then you move on, you get better at that, and then the next thing you need is someone to do the grunt work for you when it comes to technical analysis. And that's what TRADARS is. Stocks, indices, gold, oil, crypto, Forex. It's all there. So that you could say, well, what's going on in the world? And it gives you a technical hit list, things that you might want to consider right here, right now, today. See, an hour ago, euro dollar started to do this. Now, I have to actually do this. I've turned almost everything off. Isn't that cool? I could turn it back on just like that. On, on. All commodities. Oil, gold, silver. Let's turn everything on, man. Let's turn it all on. Turn me on, baby. Okay? I got to move. Give me the juice. So these are all the things that have happened, right? This euro pound formed 15 minutes ago. You should know. Huh? Oh, you didn't know? You're getting left behind. Look at this. Beautiful trade plans. Entries, targets. Beautiful. Oh, you prefer scalping? Check this out. Let it load. Cool. Check that out. Under commodities, there's an oil trade with a 74% probability. Going over to Forex, you're like, show me things with a 75% chance of probability. Oh, there you are. Ha ha ha. Whoa. But these are patterns that have already formed. You should have been in these a day ago. So if you're just getting into it now, that's why they're called scalps. This is your scalper tool. Radar, scalper, sonar, calendar, testar. I changed the names a little bit to make them smaller. And so anyways, there's some meat on the bone left on some of these things, and that's why they're little scalps. Oh, so anyways, that's what you need. That's what you need. How pretty is that? So let's move on.com. I don't want to stare at this scalp. Let's start with commodities, gold, oil, and Bitcoin. Okay. Bitcoin. Okay. This has already been set up. Do you remember yesterday or the day before I drew the inverse head and shoulders? Do you remember, or was that in the day trading group? That might have been the day trading group. So higher high, higher low, there's your long bomb, and off we go to the races. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say about that. I like the way you trade. Mm-hmm. So anyways, now it's a breakout, and I'd probably throw some pivots on here and stuff like that. Interesting. Taking a look at the silver. We've been stuck here for a while. I almost took a trade yesterday on silver. Almost. Up. So we are getting closer and closer to the apex, huh? Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, pay attention to that. My WTI. There's the second chance trade. Oh no, did you get it? So I showed this at QuantBox this morning. I had it all planned out. If you know, you know. And I said, are you looking at my trade plan? Anyways, there you go. There you go, eh? Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm. Where to next? Well, that depends on your time frame. Yeah. XAU, let's dive in here. And so far we've been waiting, no setup. Waiting again, no setup. Waiting again, no setup. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Falling GDP, falling CPI. Starting to take its toll, maybe? We'll see. Well, right now we don't have risk on. You should know that. All right. Let's zip over to the stock market. Okay. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. Okay. Check this out. Huh? So very often you get a higher high, big pullback, double top, pullback, triple top. Okay, well, one of the scenarios that can come out of this is that you get a bigger pullback, lower high, and then the reversal. So I'm ever so sensitive to these prices. Okay. You're like, Wayne, there's a stop loss there. I don't see the trade. No, the trade was down here, bro. That's profit. Okay. Anything else going on? Dow hung up on the central pivot. Let me ask you, according to your observations of the Dow, do traders use pivot points? Okay. By the way, this is the bearish pivot point, the most bearish pivot point on the chart. Cray, huh? Nazi wants to go, and of course, today is NVIDIA. Nazi wants to go. And I pointed out this out a day or two ago. Where we have the up, the down, the up, the down, and it's chosen up, down again. So it's still day trading up, following the 4-hour 21. It's not an easy trade because of the pivot point, but it's an easy trade with the moving average. Okay, trend trader, huh? Not too complicated. S&P 500, like showed before. Yeah, I think we did that. So Dow. Okay, we got all of that. We also did gold and oil and silver. Guess we could take a look at the dollar pairs. Okay. So a little move going on here on euro. Okay, a little euro. Kiwi strong today. I covered that early this morning. Did I upload the video? I don't even think I uploaded the video to YouTube, but of course paid members have it. So I covered that today. A little bit of a bullish impact based on what the RBNZ told us. And so what have I taught you to do? I've taught it for 20-something years. Catch the pullback. Okay. Catch the roll reversal. Okay. This would typically be my plan B. Okay. Plan A is typically the 382. Okay. But the general strategy, because I'm not really interested in particular prices, it's the zone between the 382 and 618. Now notice when it came down, if you grab the 50%, I get it. That's not a bad trade. It's a 50%, yes. But what we're really supposed to be doing is looking at, okay, old support or old resistance. And that turned out to be the more truer trade. Okay. So maybe there's still time for you on this. Maybe, baby. But that is a standard operating procedure. The only thing is you had to wait for 6 hours, which most retail traders can't do. Or you could have chased this up and lost money and confidence and, well, self-respect. All right, I'm going to drink some of this coffee. Ugh. Ugh. Well, I guess I'm going to Starbucks. My daughter would kill me if I didn't take her with me. Yeah. Interesting mix today. Because some things look like the dollar's weak and other things look like the dollar's strong. Like CAD is just falling off a cliff. So Kiwi is strong. CAD is weak. Have you tried combining these things? Well, the shorter time frame, it's a different story, huh? Okay, well, that makes more sense. So what I was suggesting is the Kiwi CAD. Look at that beautiful roll reversal. Oh, a gift from the gods. Oh, look at that. Easy trade if you're watching it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's an easy trade. That's straightforward. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Loading, loading, loading. Keep the data loading. So pound, yeah. A lot of pound. So remember the talk right now, the discussion is that the Bank of England has to raise interest rates now because of the news that came out last night or this morning. Of course, I don't think that's a correct read. I think that's a simplification, right? That's like high school interpretation. But nonetheless, the market's moving that way. Okay. Bitcoin kind of stuck in a short-term consolidation on the hourly chart. Litecoin coming down on multiple time frames, probably down to this 83.50 line, which was important in the past. So down to support, right? Looking at stocks, today is the big NVIDIA day. Tesla's got some hop. Exxon some not. Visa down. Okay, see, in a down channel, you sell at the top. That's interesting. Yeah. In a down channel, traders might say, hey, it sees a pattern going up, but you might interpret that as buy. I don't think you should. In a channel, it's going to touch the top and the bottom. But if you're a bear and it's falling, you should sell at the top. Okay. Baidu, down. Nike, up. Notice the difference in time frames. Baidu also, on an even higher time frame, has an ABCD forming, which is interesting. So down to this 98, down to as low as 90. So somewhere between 90 and 100, it might creep back up. Right? Yeah, interesting. Lovely technical analysis if you trade stocks. Do you like commodities? Three drive emerging pattern occurred 16 minutes ago on Brent. So an up into a down. So Brent up to 83 and then down. Interesting. Interesting. Of course, there's going to be a correlation with WTI most likely. So this came out 2 hours ago, and TRADARS was saying, hey man, have you thought about buying this around 87? So there needs to be an up and then a down, 77. An up and then a down to 77. That's kind of interesting. A little dangerous for me because I want this to go up, and my number is 78, not 77. But you know, it's just a pattern. It's just a pattern. So again, here it is on a smaller time frame. So you can see it down to 77 and then a recovery. Okay, probably on some profit taking. Okay, silver stuck in consolidation. A little bit of up here, but you know, I'm waiting. We're going to look at stock indices. Okay, cool. DAX just to the top of the wedge, FTSE is interesting because it's a falling channel, but it's widening. That's interesting. So I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, but I don't think I want to buy it. It just says the pattern shows up, but it doesn't mean I need to buy it. Nikkei. Okay, a dip is in process of forming and probably around 38,300. Okay, to 38,279 maybe. We buy it back. Okay. Something similar here, right? Down into support. Okay, that's where support is. So if I'm a buyer, probably not today, but maybe I pick it up tomorrow, huh? DAX, what do you think about DAX with this 3-point extension breakout? Be interesting to see if this ends up turning into a head and shoulders. Cool, man. And after today's news events, we have the FOMC meeting minutes and then NVIDIA thing until the Asian session, and we see if Japan's going to raise interest rates or cut interest rates or keep it the same. Wait, no, it's tomorrow night, not tonight. Sorry, tomorrow night. And then UK retail sales on Friday and durable goods on Friday. And there are some trades here at 2 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. So let's take a look. TRADARS breaks it down. If the news comes out less, Wait, I said interest rate. Did I misspeak? Inflation rate, sorry. If it comes out less than 2.3, these are the things that are likely to happen. There's no scalp on USD yen in that situation. If it comes out greater than, there's a scalp on USD yen to the downside, 80% chance, right? 80%. And if it comes out as expected, well, once again, there's no scalp. So the only scalp is if inflation is higher than expected, then you can drop in and have TRADARS do the calculations. Loading, loading, loading. That's a good loading. It's a lot of data. It's looking at the consensus, right? The market sentiment. It's looking at the actual results and the delta or the differential, the difference. And then it looks at, for some reason, when it comes out, okay, greater than expected, a pattern emerges as a scalp. Not on the other results, though. Come on, come on. See, it's a database. Sometimes it helps to kick it every once in a while. It's a database, so it has to do the research, and it takes time. It takes energy. It's not a web page. So anyway, so now I can go and say, show me the past, and we have it all in the database. And so in this situation where actual is greater than, the pattern is down, sideways, right? Low close, up and then down, low close, up and then down and low close, up and then down and low close. So at least now we can say, all right, if this pops and goes up for an hour, or even these are 15-minute candles, you can sell high. So you could set it up in your chart before the news even comes out. And if it comes out greater than expected and you see a green candle, you're like, uh-huh. And now you find your resistance, drop into a 5-minute, and if or when you touch it, you wait for the bearish turn on the 5-minute and you drop it like it's hot. And you got a 2-hour scalp. Pick up 25 pips. So you let it rally up, green candle, for 15 minutes, and then you do a 25-25 OCO to the downside. And you probably got it. You probably. Right? Probably. Based on probability. Okay? Cool. Going back to a very basic trade. Up, down. Okay. That's just basic. Okay. Cool. And you knew it was on the calendar. You knew it was on the calendar. So, once again, that's a tradable asset based on implied volatility. Look at this, Aussie CAD. What do you think the chances are investors are using pivot points now, huh? Look at the accuracy. It's insane. Okay. Have you become an expert in pivot points? Everyone that has taken the swing trading class, for example, knows that on this particular day, you should expect a trade setup like this. And based on that price, this is the target. I'm not even joking. And this is Aussie CAD. We're probably not even looking at it, but look at it's insane, the accuracy. But you know what's more insaner? If you haven't done the course and you just don't know this, you're like, yeah, but like, dude, you don't know that and $88 will fix you? Like, wow. Now that you know, okay, you should run to Investor Bootcamp. Anyway, so there's your kitty cat. Kiwi's doing great today. Who knows, maybe it's going to be out of position soon. Aussie Kiwi coming around. Okay, Euro Kiwi down. Kiwi CAD up. Kiwi Swissy. It's all good, my friend. It's all good. Once again, another great trade. Look at just basic roll reversal. Insanity. Now, I don't like it. It's up in the pivot profit zone, but these things do happen. Okay. This one's a bit of a laggard. This one's interesting. Might be an okay opportunity. It also 618'd. So a 618 predicts what? A 1382. Thank you. Okay, based on this, you probably need to change your bias from bearish to bullish. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's already been done for you if you know how to use pivot points. Yep. Telephone. Yep. Same thing. Beautiful little roll reversal, skippity scalp, tickety boot, no problem at all, which is the name of my boat. No problem at all. Anyways, yeah, Oscar Mike. Can you imagine this in the back of the boat? Sorry, long day. Well, I know. You're like, dude, the market's just opened. Yeah, I'm done. I'm on tomorrow already. Yeah. So we're in the vol of the open. Okay, we were on the central pivot. Okay, we were on the roll reversal. Oh, if I can grab that. Okay, nice. Now we need the kick. We need the follow through. Are we going to break up today? We're going to break up. This is the good breakup. Well, McKenna, the way I teach is that you would have planned what's happening now yesterday. That's why I meet with my day trading group every day at 4 p.m. to set up tomorrow. So like what's occurring now, it's already been done. Done. So I'm more interested in tomorrow. And like, for example, just little examples. If I can get my drawing tool here. This is tomorrow's pivot. let's do this in a different color. This is tomorrow's pivot. This was today's, so you've already done this. See, that trade's already done. Now, we didn't hit target, and you're worried about it. Cool. But nonetheless, what we're trying to do today is buy around here, which now may have already occurred. So by the time we get to tomorrow, well, I already did it. That's right. Okay, so last night we were here, and the plan would be like this. So like this pullback, okay, may not be part of the bullish trade plan, but you're still a bull. And now you got tomorrow's pivot points today. Okay? Okay? So some of these are failed plans. Sure. Some of these are second chances. But they're not a surprise now. Okay? So, cool. So if you're a bull, you're going to look at this like as a higher high. Okay? And if you had taken it earlier in the day, okay, you could, I mean, look, if you're worried about this pivot point, you take the profit. So maybe that's a day trade to you. But then you get, if you count this a higher high, it's not a higher than this high, but it's a higher than that high. Then you're going to fib it just like I did. Somewhere between the 382 and 618 you're interested in buying. And then here's today's daily pivot. But we did that last night. This is what I mean about tomorrow. So today it falls, and I'm looking at this as my maybe zone. And my target for tomorrow is 5333. Okay? Yeah. Okay? And we'll be up here tomorrow. And people are like, oh, I guess I should buy it. And you're like, uh-huh. Well, whatever, bro. You can buy it from me. Give me your money. I'll give you my position. I'll go to the bank. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, you got to be a boss, McKenna. A boss doesn't react to what's happening now. Like, I created what's happening now. So I'm on tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how I teach it. Okay? That's how I teach it. Oh, for sure. Okay. So we have the beautiful peso pullback. Okay. And you're in the zone. If you are a bear, which is risk on, that's your first line of defense on the pullback. And you don't really want to be up here. So what you should be doing the rest of the day is deciding if you're going to get short, and if the question is when. You probably have already seen it drop back into the range. You might have fibbed it. You might be on a fiver. And, you know, there have been some pullbacks. Depends on your level of aggression. Which one's right? I don't know. 99% of everything is, have you decided to sell this? The rest is just whatever you want to do, bro. Will it double top? I don't know. Will it make a higher high? I don't know. Will it just continue lower and then pull back? I don't know. So what do you want to do? I want it clear and precise. I want it to be so obvious. Like, no, sorry, man, you got to earn it. right? And you earn it by you make the decision here or you make the decision here. Okay? You can see plan A and plan B both make sense. You also have to want to be a bear on this pair, which means you need to be risk on for the US dollar because you want it to weaken. So that's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, so what did you decide? Did this higher low take you out? Okay, that's fine. Okay, but you should be able to communicate that with me. I don't want to hear things like, I don't feel good about this one, Sarge. Okay, no. Now you're like, okay, this, okay, the higher low freaks me out. So I'm going to wait for the pullback up to here. What's the pullback up to here? That's the daily 21. See, I already know that. Like a boss. But can I take the shot here? Yeah, if I'm a bear. Is that resistance? Yes. Set it up, take a shot, drop a stop, take a walk. Okay? Yeah. Got to collect that yield, man. Okay, that's a yield hog trade. A yield hog trade. Yeah. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm spent. Have a great day. Today we have a stop, look, and correct session at Investor Bootcamp. All day traders and all swing traders are welcome to attend. This is heavily focused on tactics. This is very heavily focused on pulling the trigger, heavily focused on simulation, heavily focused on personal feedback. This is in the trenches. There's no extra cost. It's a new ongoing service provided to everyone in a live trading group, compliments of the firm, because we love you more than any other guru on YouTube. Maybe even more than your mother. I don't know. But this is new. It's available. No extra cost. And it's to make you better. And it comes from the direct feedback you have given. Oh, you have a problem pulling the trigger? All right, we just fixed you. If you show up, participate, and then do the work, you're fixed. Compliments of the firm. So log into the swing trading group at 4 p.m. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. Have the greatest day ever.